What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. You know, I feel like everybody just complains about everything all the time. And it's, it was kind of funny, but now it's just kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like, why is everybody complaining all of the time? It doesn't matter. You guys clamored and complained for a single cab truck. Tim gave you the information and said, hey, look, these three, and he said 3%. We know it's 3.8, whatever. Let's say it's 4%. Who cares? It's only 4% of the market that buy that. And a lot of those are Fords. GM has one. That shit ain't selling. You think magically they're just going to come over to buy the Dodge or buy the Ram? No. Why invest the capital and all of that, the retooling of the factory to be able to do that, and it doesn't sell? It puts the workers out of work. It costs the company billions of dollars. It just doesn't make sense. So they come out with a shorter cab version. They shorten the bed. They basically give you what you're asking for. Ford is such in their damn feelings right now over this truck. It's not even funny. And now, y'all want something else. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Guys, before I get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway we have going on the channel. We just launched the combo pack between the SRT10 Viper and the Ram TRX that are currently up over at the website. You can now get in on one, which gets you in on both, and there's new multipliers that are up on the site as well. You can get into either of those or any of the other ones that are up. You'll see there's a lot of the options from when the TRX launched that are completely sold out now. But I think the combo pack is a better deal anyway. It gets you more entries, even though it's at a lower rate, but you can always buy more than one. So link is in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. So let's talk about this, man. Everybody was clamoring for this single cab truck. Were they going to actually go buy the single cab truck? No. We want a single cab truck. And then, okay, they come out with a single cab truck and nobody buys the shit. So they come out with the Rumblebee, which is critically acclaimed now. Like, I haven't seen any negative shit unless they're just a Ford dick rider. Now, there are websites out there that tickle the balls and literally just fucking deep throat Ford, all right, that are saying that this thing sucks or whatever. Yeah, no shit. You're gay. Duh. So, happy Pride Month, by the way. So they're doing that, right? They're complaining. They're bitching. They're moaning. We want this. Rumblebee comes out. Everybody's like, hell yeah. This is like, this closest we're going to get. They killed the eTorque shit. They got rid of that dumbass program, right? They're giving you just pure Hemi. And they gave you options. They didn't even pigeonhole you into having to buy a Hellcat at almost, 85 to 100 grand, right? Depending on the options or whatever that you pick. You don't have to spend that much. You can get in at the 5.7. You can get in at the 6.4. You can get in at the track pack and be out there front and looking like you got the SRT. Like them dudes with RTs with demon hoods. You can do that. And they gave you the SRT Rumblebee. They gave you the big dog. They gave you everything that you motherfuckers have been asking for. And now y'all bitching again. I'm in the comments, right? Even shout out to my homie. Even my homie was in the thing like, man, I really wish it was a crew cab. And I'm literally like, what the fuck? I'm telling you right now, if Tim Kuniskis came out with this thing and it was a fucking crew cab, everybody would be bitching. It wouldn't be as critically acclaimed as what it is. I think them shortening the wheelbase and doing all that was awesome. But I agree with you on a couple of points. Yes, would a crew cab version of this sell? To some, yeah. And that's why we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about today. Because if you were at the event, like I was, Butter and all the regular media, God, man, I literally, and I don't even want to get into that. I got to go do this car show in San Francisco this weekend, or Vallejo I'm going to. Shout out to my homegirl, 392 Harley. She's going to be out there with her shit. I'm going to be out there. We're going to be out there thick. But best believe, I'm going to have the cowboy hat and everything on. I don't give a shit. But we're going to be outside. And what I found interesting was, like, since then, I've had a lot of media that really didn't really talk to me or really fuck with me, as the phrase goes, right? And now, you know, because we've exchanged numbers or whatever and we've chopped it up, now they're like, hey, yo, I've gone back and looked at all your stuff. I've seen some of this, can we just exchange info? If you're going to drop something, if you want to tell me about it when you do it, we'll feature it on the site. So that's cool. I'm glad that the, media is somewhat coming around to it, but it's funny. A lot of the media is also like, how are you cool with the people at the brand when you know that you be fucking up what the brand's trying to do, talking about like leaking shit. And I was honest with them and I said, well, I mean, I'm just a car person. I'm big into cars, and yes, I'm big on the Stellantis brand. I'm big on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. I really don't give a shit about none of the rest of that shit at Stellantis, just being honest. But I'm big on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? So, I told him, I said, I just keep it 100. I don't have to like kiss anybody's ass or whatever. And the people that run those brands are also car people. So we have shit in common. And let me tell you something about the executives that currently run shit at Stellantis in terms of FCA. They're all car people. They like tension. They like the feedback. They like knowing what the people on the ground or the actual customers are going to buy. You want to know why? It makes what they're going to build and what they're going to do better, so they have more orders from dealers. They don't give a fuck about consumers. I don't know if you guys don't know that or not. Their customer is the dealer. But if they piss all of us off, guess where we ain't going to? The dealer. We ain't going to the dealer. So it's a delicate balance. But anyways, why I talk about all that is this. While we were there, you saw the SEMA truck there, right? You saw the dude, which is literally just a 5.7 truck with an appearance package on it that I think looked dope as shit. I think it was cool. But from what I'm hearing, and Tim ain't gonna tell me shit, but from what I'm hearing, the Rumblebee has been such a success that they may push other performance products through Ram. And Tim said that himself when we did the interview, when he was talking about, right now there's 4, and that might not be everything. Hence the Demon truck. And it wouldn't surprise me if they actually put the dude into production. It wouldn't take a bunch of retooling, some different plastic parts on the front, ground effects kit, different paint. It's not such a big expense for a company to do the retool. It's not such a big expense for the company to do a retool to get that in. So for you guys that are not looking for the SRT variant, the Hellcat version, if you really want one of those, go buy a TRX, modify the suspension, lower the son of a bitch. You can make a crew cab Rumblebee out of a TRX. Go do it. It's not like it's not possible. That said, it wouldn't surprise me if later down the road they offer a Rumblebee L or Rumblebee XL. But I think what we're going to see before any of that is something along the lines of a dude. An appearance package, 5.7 street truck, because everybody's loving it. And I think the 5.7 liter version of this Rumblebee is going to break records in sales. I really do. And I think Stellantis is going to have a hard time keeping up with Hellcat engines on actually how many of the SRT Rumblebee they actually sell. I think they're going to sell a shit ton, because all of the people that after they bought their last ones in 22 and 23, it's been 3 or 4 years. They want to get out of those Chargers, which, by the way, dealers will love that, because they're going to take in used Hellcats. You know what they're going to do with those? Flip them, money for the dealers. Customers are happy. They got a brand new Hellcat powered street truck. Dealers are happy because they're making sales, they're making some money, and they got used cars that they can sell that people actually want. Yeah, I think this is a win all the way around. But don't be surprised. I'm not telling you like this is not shocking news. Don't be surprised if you see a full-size crew cab street truck. Not like the Rumblebee. Maybe it's more along the lines of the Dude. And maybe it only has a 5.7. Maybe Tim is generous and gives you a 6.4. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.